Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Beretta APX A1 carry. It's a compact pistol marketed by Beretta as what they would call the ultimate concealed carry solution. But I'm gonna tell you right up front, this gun leaves a lot to be desired. So we'll dive in while it's here in the shop and we'll see what you guys think about it. So first we'll talk about the ergonomics of this gun. Beretta went for a slim design here, less than an inch wide, but it does come at a cost. The grip is tiny. Honestly, it's pretty uncomfortable for anyone with average or larger size hands. It's a bit of a struggle to get good purchase on the pistol here, even with this extended magazine. So it's just not something that's going to fit great in most people's hands, I don't think. If you do have smaller hands, maybe with the extended magazine here, it'll work for you, but it's just the thinness of the gun with the length just is not a good combination. Not to mention when we talk about the magazines, we have an 8+1 and 6+1. I just don't think these cut it in today's market. There's other guns in the same size class that offer you a lot more capacity. So we'll look at the controls here. The slide release and magazine are small. They're stiff. They're not really user-friendly. If you want to get up on it here, it's just not something that's comfortable, easy to do. You're going to need to turn your hand here and pull, and honestly this is one of the toughest slide stops that I have seen on any kind of gun, and I'm talking ranging from your high points to your atlases. I mean, this is impressively difficult. So particularly in a high stress situation, this is not what you're going to want to be fumbling with. Although in a high stress situation, I'd recommend this is not a gun that you have available to you. You just don't want to be fumbling with controls and things like that. Beretta says this gun is streamlined. To me, simply impractical. We did have this out on the range, or I should say we've had several of these out on the range. This gun is a bit of a popular piece every once in a while because Beretta constantly runs rebates on these. As far as shooting experience, not terrific. The accuracy is mediocre at best. It's got this 3-inch barrel here. You can get decent groupings at close range, but it does seem to be a little bit all over the place as you get to some distance. These sights are not terrific, but you wouldn't expect more in a gun like this. The front sight's a little hard to pick up quickly. The lack of texture on the rear makes the rear alignment slower than it should be. Obviously, you could put a dot on there if you'd like, solve those problems. So it's up to you. Depends on how much you want to put into this gun. I think if you're going to run an optic for anything that you're going to carry with you, it should be a good optic. And at that point, if you're doing that on this gun, you might spend as much on the dot as you do on the gun. So whether or not that's worth it, that's up to you. Now, my biggest complaint on this isn't really the slide itself. The build, not terrific. You can probably hear that motion. Not terribly uncommon. I mean, the build quality is not as awful as maybe you can get on some other guns. The front slide serrations are actually useful, although this slide is terribly heavy, so it does take a lot of love to get that slide moving. But the biggest problem here is the trigger. The trigger is completely just atrocious. It's gritty, has an inconsistent break, the reset is mushy. In a world where even budget guns are coming with solid triggers, this is just unacceptable. So as you'll see here, this is supposed to be a 6.5 pound trigger. Watch this. Feels way more than 6.5, but look at the reset. Yeah, it's just awful. It's not something that I think most people are going to enjoy, but certainly your money, your choice. But my verdict on the Beretta APX A1 carry, hard pass. It is absolutely a rebate king, but I think there's a reason for that. It's overpriced for what you get. It's uncomfortable to shoot, lacks features that would be standard, I think, on modern carry guns. If you're in the market for a compact 9mm, I think there's plenty of better options out there. So if you have one of these, or if you have shot one of these, please do put your comments down below, and let's get some discussion going on this particular model.